say? Wait, what'd you say, man? I'm what? I'm in trouble. Oh, well, thank you, officer, for letting me know that I'm in trouble. Come on, man, you gotta be kidding me. What? Like I wet my bed or something? Man, don't you give me that. What, like I stole your frickin' donut, man? Man, you don't know what trouble is, all right? Trouble is you got something growing in you, eating you out from the inside, man. Trouble is coming home, 12-hour grind from the shop and the bank. They come, they put your bed, they put your couch out there on the front lawn. What? This is supposed to be trouble? What? Sitting here in a room with you. Or what? What, sitting in a slammer, getting 3 squares a day, and they got a doctor there, man? He got to take care of me. I get sick. That's supposed to be trouble? No, man. No, that's trouble's over, man. So look, don't you bother playing little stupid mind games with me. I got nothing to hide, man. I will put it right on the table for you. What I done? I know you got your forms there, man. Yeah, we all got our own stupid frickin' forms, don't we? And look, man, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you fill them out. I will help you fill them in. But you know what, man? You want me to cooperate, then you are gonna get all the details. Yeah, you might have to turn it over right on the back there, man. Because I ain't gonna let you fill my wife into one of those little stupid frickin' paragraphs. You put that down, man. She's my wife. She is not my ex-wife. She is still mine, no matter what some little stupid piece of paper says. Yeah, now you got it all figured out, don't you, detective? Sure. The crazy ex-husband, right? Well, that ain't it. That ain't it, man. I'm not one of those guys, man. I'm one of the good guys. I've done everything right. I made myself by the book. I have never asked nothing from nobody except the right to make my own bed and lie in it. So don't you look at me like I'm some kind of welfare, freaking trailer trash scum. It's just, look, man, sometimes things happen. You know, they come along, they knock even the strongest guy off his horse. And then things are going to play out a little different than what fits into your violation codes. But look, right off, let's you and me get our record straight about one thing. She is my wife till the end. I kept my word till death do us. All right, man. All right, let's just do this, huh? Oh, Jesus. First off, look, I'm sorry about this. That EMT, he's just doing his job, and I called him for God's sake, man. I know what he was thinking, what he saw with us lying there like that, with her looking like that. I just wanted a few more minutes in our bed there before they took her away. But I am sorry about his jaw. It's just that she was still warm, and the smell of her was like she's, you know. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Sorry to him, you know. And you know what, man? Sorry to you guys, right? I know that it can't be much fun tasing people down like that. Except that one dude you got, man. Officer Reek. Yeah, I think that he might have enjoyed it a little bit, huh? Getting his his Jedi on, yeah. So anyway, just for your record, we were not divorced. Not really. I'll explain that in a minute. But the short is, for your frickin' form there, man, we never stopped living together, all right? The address that I put down on my license, that is my shop, yeah? It's the auto shop over on Route 7, yeah, just north of Blake. You know, the one with the caddy out front, man. That is an El Dorado. Brom. I've been trying to deliver that baby for 6 years now, man. I bought her off some old coot for a nickel, right? He had it rusting away in his barn. He didn't even know what it was. So I've been trying to build her back with the original parts from all over the solar system. I thought I had it 6 months ago, but no. It was a false alarm. I cracked the block. I had to start over on the engine. No, I couldn't fix it, man. I couldn't fix it. Yeah, anyway, so the shop address, that is what is on my license, but I wasn't living there. As I said, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I am beating around the bush a little bit. Where to start? Well, my wife was sick. Yeah, whole thing started 3.5 years ago. 4th of July, huh? Can't forget that. Always was my favorite. Probably not so much anymore. But we always used to like to go down to the river and watch them fireworks. I mean, she's not the flag-waving type, but hey, man. I want you to put that down. That is an important detail, man. All this is important. Hey, look, man, you want me to spill my guts right out like this, man? You put it down, huh? Yeah, you put it down. So, she's not the flag-waving type, yeah. And that's an understatement, man, because she's a frickin' hippie, yeah, and me, I grew up on monster trucks and apple pie, so yeah, man, sometimes we get into it. I come home and she's yelling at the TV about Bush, this or that, and me, hey man, I'm independent-minded, but I like to listen to Rush Limbaugh at the shop. So anyway, man, 4th of July, that is my favorite, not because any kind of politics, man. I like the way that folks celebrate, you know, especially the further out into the sticks that you drive. You find like a potato sack relay, man, or a demolition derby. Or, man, have you ever been to an actual cakewalk? That's how we met. We won this old biddy's strawberry rhubarb, man. My God. Yeah, anyway, that year, we went to the reservoir. My friend, he's got a pontoon. We get the grill going, the water skis, and they got Dead Man's Drop there, right? So Jane, man, she's always afraid of heights, you know. So I was razzing her. We had a couple beers. We climb up to the cliff there. We get right up to the edge, and then she gets cold feet. Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, what, babe? I would jump anywhere with you. Yeah, I hold out my hand. I'm like, I will take care of you. I won't ever let you go. And she does, man. She takes my hand, and we jump, and she's screaming all the way down, you know, but as soon as we hit the water, we just both laughing and climbing all over each other, and then we swim it in, and oh, Jesus. God, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing, man? What am I doing? Yeah, anyway, that's when she first noticed it. We get to the car, she's drying off with a towel, you know. She takes off her top, she stops, she touches her chest, she says, come here and feel this. I made some dumbass joke, you know, but she was real serious. I didn't notice anything, but she was upset, so the next day we take the 45-minute drive out to the medical center. Yeah, so that's when they throw the big bucket of cold water at us, man. I couldn't believe it. Because look. Man, she's the one that's into all that. the eating your vegetables, right? She's always trying to get me to drink some kind of nasty, green, gooey crap that she'd make, man. And the only time that she ever been to the hospital was as a kid. And that's when she first found out that she was allergic to penicillin. Real bad, man. Anaphylactic. I guess you guys, you know that already, don't you look at me like that, man. Don't look at me like that, all right? Her airways closed up. 15 more minutes, they said that she'd have suffocated on it. Anyways, other than that, she is like training for the Olympics, in the living room, with that Tybo. P90X, whatever. And she's always making her own food even, man. From scratch, So she don't want any of that partially hydrogenate this or the corn syrup that. So the point is that it would have been a fair sentence if it was me. Jesus, with what I've drunk and smoking, this or that, and yeah, man, also I like my hot dog in between a couple Twinkies. Any kind of junk food, man, that is my kind of food, man. So I am the one who should have bought that ticket, man. That's hard. That's real hard for her, because here she's always looking out for me, man. She always took real good care of me. And then she's the one that, hey, I just want to paint a good picture for you. All right? She even got that organic gardening in her head, man, everywhere we went. Even the time we was at the trailer park with these little just flower pots full of basil or lettuce. Ever since that Amish farm on the way back from our honeymoon. Yeah, who goes to West frickin' Virginia for their honeymoon, right? Nah, man, that is the most beautiful place. Man, they got Blackwater Falls there, man. They got Canaan Valley. They got Dolly Sods. That is like looking right off the edge of the world. Now, man, I want to say it. You're going to listen. So we headed back from the mountains, and we stop at this Amish farm, man. And Jane, she's over the moon because there's this little girl, man. She's taking us around, introducing us to all those animals. And then she was talking to the dad. Was it Esau, man? His name was Esau, if you can believe it, about his gardens. And she's on fire about it, man, because she's going to start this organic garden, like I said. And anyway, man, we head out of there with this like raw milk, man, and these pies. Oh, man, they taste like they are passed down from Jesus, really good, like pure pies, right? And that was the first time that either of us ever talked to an Amish before, so we just both that is what Christianity is supposed to all be about, man. The people, they just living so simple like that. And just by coincidence, we put on the radio, and the only thing that you get up there, man, is some pretty far out preachers. And Rush Limbaugh. Man, and not even any kind of music. So, look, man, she knows that I listen at the shop. Man, she can't stand him, man. I'm talking about hackles here. But, since we're married and all, she's like, okay, you can listen for a little bit. And, man, what was it? Hold on, man. I want to remember. I gotta remember the details, man. Oh yeah. It was the nanny state. Yeah, he's talking about de Tocqueville predicting the rise of the nanny state, right? With people gradually favoring equality more than liberty, gradually giving away their freedom in exchange for government come take care of them, making all the decisions for them instead of people being responsible for themselves. responsible. Yeah, so what? I can't do it justice, man, because Rush, he's got that big old voice. Yeah, but anyway, Jane is sitting there for about 15 minutes, and she just blows up. She's like, oh, I can't believe you listen to this bullshit, man. And it's like a war, because she's talking about black history and slavery, man. I'm trying to explain the free market to her. And she's going off about corporations, this and that, and then, man, we get into Iraq. That is when it gets nuclear, because she's foaming at the mouth about oil conspiracies, man. I'm going off about Islamofascism. And yeah, man, I think I might have called her a frickin' socialist, and she called me a frickin' brown shirt, and then, man, pretty soon we just both frickin' Hitler. And then out of nowhere, I'm just like, well, I guess that's the end of the honeymoon. Now we just plain old married, man. She looked like she's gonna rip my face off. Then we just both burst out laughing, man. I mean, who cares? Who cares about that stuff? And then she slides over and she puts her head in my lap. I find a nice bluegrass station, and we just drive like that a ways. Hey, officer, look, man, I don't mean to bore you there, but hey, this is my life, so these details are important, man. That's all I got, man. But nah, do my best. Keep it short for your freaking form there, man. Yeah, God forbid, I don't know, you might cramp your hand or something, right? God, that's not me. That's not me. I don't talk that way, man. Talk that way. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm just a little bit upset. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Where was I? All right. The cancer. This is round 1. So doctor says we got to operate right away, and then the chemo. And look, man, this is coming. Now look, you got to understand, it's right on the heels of me buying into the auto shop, man. I'm partners with my old buddy. So all my cash, man, all of my savings is wrapped up in that, man. They don't know a way to get it back quick. I mean, the insurance is going to cover the treatment, but the out-of-pocket, man, well, I am sorry, but my lousy pocket ain't that deep. Anyway, the doctor, now he says that we can get it, right? Just cutting the affected area out. It's a partial mastectomy at this point, so we go in, and yeah, man, it's a nightmare. But it don't end when she comes home, because those bills that are coming back, man, they're almost as scary as the surgery. The first one, it's like $14,000, man. And we still got coverage at this point. We're not even into the chemo yet. So look what I did. What I did was I put the house on the market, right? Just to see what we could get, because we bought bigger than we needed, because we were thinking about starting a family, but with the chemo and the bills coming. Anyway, man, it seemed like a miracle, right? When less than a month, we found a buyer. Yeah, of course, we didn't find a new place yet, so we just rented a room at the redneck village, man, freaking trailer park, man. That is not the best place to be doing your treatments with Jerry Springer's circus going on 24/7. But no. We hung in there a couple months, and we found a nice place with an extra bed, because we were still thinking about bringing in a kid at this point. And then we oh man. Oh. Jesus. Sorry, man. Well, I guess not. Yeah, anyway, it was nuts. It was nuts at that time. Man, see, and I wasn't thinking straight, right? I wouldn't have gone into a mortgage like that. But I didn't want to put much down so we could keep our cash flow going. Yeah, man, I should have put more down for the fixed interest, but that guy, man, that guy who sold me the mortgage, man, he actually worked up some tears when we told him what was going on. Oh, don't worry about it, I'll take care of you. His voice cracking like he gives a shit. Assured us that it's a great deal because the fucking government, man, yeah, they backing people to buy homes. I mean, normally I would have looked real close, but that guy seemed like a decent guy, man. We so damn desperate. Anyway, that guy, he closed up his shop 6 months after he opened up, disappeared. Probably took all his signing bonuses and bought himself a nice big old foreclosed McMansion that he found a good angle on down in Florida or something. How come you're not out after that guy, huh? Nah, to hell with it, Nah, you can't blame a guy for just trying to make a buck, right? Because it's a free country, and it was my bad for being such a dumbass, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, when the housing bubble burst, man, we holding on to a mortgage, the payments, they end up 40% more on a smaller house that is supposed to be saving us money. I don't know what I'd have done if I'd have found that guy. I definitely would have given you some more forms. Hey, what are you writing? What are you writing down there, man? History of violence. Okay, yes, sir, officer. You got me. You got my assault charge down there. Look. That's nothing. I choked some guy out over at Mickey's on 7 after he smashed a bottle over some kid's head, man. Anyway, it is mostly his buddies there. He's friends with the waitress. That kid takes off before the cops get there. So I'm the one that ends up with the shiny bracelets, man. Fine. I did do some judo when I was a kid, man. It takes about 5 seconds to choke someone out. You just stop the blood to the brain. You put them to sleep for a little bit, man. That's what they always told us. The neck, that's the most vulnerable part of the human body. Just a few more pounds of pressure, a little twist. That's it. That is the nicest way to put someone out, man. You ask me. It's a hell of a lot better than Officer Thor there with his taser gun. Anyway, sorry. To hell with it. I don't want to blame anybody. I don't want to blame anybody because it was my fault. I should have been more careful with my money. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, where was I? Oh. So, the insurance covers reconstructive surgery. So 6 months later, she goes back in to get the scar worked on, right? Get a little bit put back in there. It's supposed to be in and out, no big deal, except out where we live in the frickin' sticks. It's a third world hospital. So she picks up a staph infection. Ends up worse than the cancer had been, especially because she's allergic to penicillin, man. She's allergic to any kind of cillin. So they gotta find the right cocktail combination. You know, they pump a dozen liters of antibiotic fluid through her. It goes on for months. And man, they are the ones that got her sick. But now they are billing us tens of thousands of dollars for their mess up. And that is exactly when they let us know that the insurance, they don't want to pay. So I call and they tell me that her policy been revoked, man. And I ask if it's one of those pre-existing condition things. They say, no. See, look. Now you look, man, they got a lot of ways to cut people off. Now you get this, man. Apparently they sent us a... a form, man. requesting some information about Jane's recent employment history, and because we did not respond to that in a timely fashion, they decided to cancel her policy. I mean, man, we are under the radar there those couple months in the trailer park. The mail, it is not too reliable with the rugrats and the meth heads, not to mention the post office. That has been gutted with service cuts. But the insurance, man, they don't care about any of that, man. Nah. The truth is they are looking for any reason to cut bait, man. I mean, I read about it, man. Something like my girl's breast cancer, that triggers an alarm over there. They put her through some kind of equation to see if there's any way that they can cut her loose before she costs them any more money, man. And they got an analyst there, man. He's going to get a bonus every time that he find a loophole, let him throw somebody under the bus. And that's how the CEO pulls in $100 million a year in stock options, man. All of it just comes from leaving all the sick people out the freaking law of jungle, man. Oh, God, listen to me. Listen. Do that. But what? What are we going to do, huh? I mean, you get big government involved and you get all them death panels. Some freaking bureaucrat making a decision on you. Not to mention a trial lawyer, right? He's got to get his slice. In the hospital, man, they charge us $8 for one aspirin tablet, man. So $3 for a Dixie cup. So who knows how much anything they're selling's worth. But nah, I guess they got to gouge us so they can pay for their lawyers and their malpractice and for that, oh God, that fat ass time bomb sitting over there on the porch of the trailer park. Right? She don't want to pay for her own Percodan, so she shows up to the emergency room with a pain in her neck. We all got to pay for her fat ass, man. Anyway, it's all just a freaking mess, man. It's just a mess, but well, what can you do? What can you do? It's just a dog-eat-dog world, right, officer? But man, I never actually seen a dog eat on another dog. Just people. Freaking people. Oh, God. Listen to me, man. Now I sound like a regular old commie, but here's where I'm sitting and listening to Rush at the shop, man. And what he say about healthcare, that don't make any sense anymore, what we're going through, man. I don't know. I mean, well, what does he know, man? He's making $200 million a year, man. I don't think that we're in the same boat, man. Yeah, I think that he can afford all his painkillers, man. I don't know. What do I know? Well, I know something. I do. I know something. I know pretty soon you just sticking your finger into the payphone for some loose change, right? Sniffing around every hole like a damn dog. The food pantry at a church that you never even been to. That's humiliating. Did you ever think of that? That's humiliating. Charity. I don't mean that. I don't, because we had this real sweet, born-again friend of Jane's, and she did, man. She set up a bake sale for us, right, man? I was sitting there at the table with all these chocolate chip cookies and the cupcakes and the lemon bars and all this beautiful stuff that everybody made to help us, yeah? Oh, and I'm sitting there at the table with her husband, this old buddy of mine, Bob. Now look, Bob, he's hardcore Tea Party dude, you know, man. Me and him, we always slinging around the conspiracies, you know, the government this, government that. Look, Bob is a little paranoid that his taxes is going to go to some black baby in New York City, you know, or a fruit picker in the emergency room. And Bob is like, we don't need any of that. This is the way that it is supposed to work right here. If something happens, the people that are in your own community, they're going to come together. They're going to take care of each other like this bake sale that we are doing here for you. I mean, that sounds good, man. That sounds about right. The bake sale raised $163. That's not much of a dent in the $500,000 that we owe. Well, gee, thanks for the tip, Bob. Freaking Bob, man. What does he know, man? He doesn't even work a real job, man. He gets all his benefits from his old lady, man. She is in the teachers' union. He's probably never paid a dollar tax in his life except some sales tax on beer. But that's probably some kind of personal protest, that he's got worked out to defend the Constitution by avoiding any kind of income. Hey, whoa. Man, look, I don't want to sound like I'm some kind of frickin' liberal. All right, man, look, I'm all about the American dream. And that for me means, man, I work hard. I own my own shop. I be my own boss. I set my own hours. I do good work for decent money, man. No BS, man. No scams or having to shill some crap for someone else's bottom line. None of these shell games, these Bernie Madoff types that you hear about on the radio. You know who I'm talking about, man. They all got those fancy charts and the spreadsheets, but you know what that is, man. It's just the same old game, just got to be dressed up by some MBA, stick some equations in there. That's just tomatoes and mayo, so you can't taste a turd inside the sandwich. Make you feel better about getting on board, passing the potato, hoping some other donkey will get pinned with a tail, man. I love our country, but I do, man. I think for a lot of people that's the American dream. All right? Win the lottery, get famous, go to the casino, get something for nothing, and be set up for life. But that's not me. That's not me, man, because I like to work. Because that's what my dad taught me, man, and my granddad. That's what they taught me, man. Hey, brother, look. Brother, your engine is broke. Yeah, just come into my shop. Here's how much for the parts, and here's how much for the labor, and that's it, right? That was it. But you get desperate, you got to start bending your own rules a little bit. Pretty soon it's like, oh, your engine's broke. Hey, by the way, we really ought to replace the brake pads and the filter and the fan belt and the blah, blah, blah. Man, you're just running it up. You're just playing on their fear. Hey, now, you wouldn't want your daughter to be the one that the brakes go out on now, would you? Yeah, that always gets you an extra $100 if you want it. But no, it's amazing. It's amazing how easy it is to lie when the person that you love is on the line. Yeah, man, at some point it just got real easy for me. Size them up as soon as they walk in, man. My neighbors. I think that's sad. Something like that to become easy. I think it must be easy like that for Mr. Madoff and them Morgan Stanleys and Goldman Sachs's and that guy who sold me my mortgage, man. Yeah. But I wonder if all of their wives had cancer too. Oh, God. Nah, man, I don't want to complain. I don't want to complain, man. I'm sick of it. I don't want to blame anybody because it's my fault, man. I'm going to blame anybody but myself because it was me. It was me. Because look, man, after that staph infection, we were bankrupt. We're in a ditch. And that's hard for a man. It's all just so she could get her boobs back into shape, man. So yeah, man, you get some dark thoughts then, yeah. You get thoughts about letter bombs, sure. Envelopes full of white powder, yeah. But nah, even worse than any of that stuff, man. It's like there's all this stuff that's going on out there. It's not your fault. It is not her fault. It's nobody's fault, man. But you can't help it, man. You do. You start to make it about the other person. Yes, it is. It is her fault. It's her fault that I'm greased up 7 days a week. I'm going 12 hours a day instead of going to the lake with my buddies. Yeah, it is her fault. It's her fault that we ain't having sex. We ain't never gonna have any kids, man. So you do, man. You feel bad for thinking those things, man, and then it's just back and forth between them, that fucking guilt and the resentment, and you can't talk about it, man, not with her. I mean, that's all she needs to hear, man. You're gonna make her feel bad for being sick. You put her right over the edge. So that's your job. You got to get up on your 2 feet, man. You got to stand up. You got to stand tall. You got to cover it up. You got to hide it. But it's your wife, man. She knows how you feel, man. She knows that there's sometimes you just wish that you were alone. So I do think maybe that is why. That's why she. No, it's not. It's not about you. It's not about you. It is about those forces out there. They're so far out of your control you can't even see them, but it is them. They're the ones that are killing your love. It is not Jane's fault at the bank. They come, they put the bed, they put the couch out there on the front lawn in the mud. But she is the one that I live with, man. I don't live with what? With AIG. Look, man, it's kind of hard to get pissed off at a mortgage derivative seller, whatever the hell that is, man. But, I bet if one of those guys was here and you really broke it down for me, what he was doing with my mortgage, man, I don't think you keep me from breaking his fucking neck, man. Oh, God, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Hey, man, don't put that down, all right? Jeez, man, what are you doing? Come on, man. What? I'm just upset. All right. That's how you want it. That's how it's going to be, huh? Just your facts, sir. No, you're right. You're right. Because we did finally get through to someone at the bank. And they decided to give us a little grace period. They changed our rate to a ½ pound of flesh. Small blessings. And then, man, you just go through a pile of bills that you can't pay, and you pick out the one with the immediate gun to your head. And that, my friend, that is the bank, see? Because all those hospitals, man, they all used to getting stiffed because they all got to take that hypocritical oath, But the bankers, man, they don't mind pulling the trigger. I mean, look what they did. They all got onto the phone with their cronies in Washington, and they threatened to nuke the whole world, man. If we all don't pay them back the money that they lost at a roulette table, man. And Clinton, he's the one who started it. And then Bush pays him. Obama pays him. Yeah, man, the bank, they get what's coming from the government no matter what. Geez, listen to my stupid freaking conspiracies, man. I don't know. No, I do. I do know that is where all of my energy is going, and we are just climbing out. There is a light 10 to 15 years down the tunnel, and that's when it comes back. Yeah, this is round 2. Takes $400 for the doctor to tell us, but now we've got to pay up front for the news because our credit had run out at the hospital. I need to get my girl the best treatments. I need to get the test. But the credit had run out everywhere, man. find this one old card that I hadn't used yet, right? It's got $4,000 limit, but nah, man, that's just enough to pay for the news that she needs a double mastectomy yesterday, and I can't pay for that now, man. Everything that I earn goes to the mortgage and the medical debt payment, man. I never pay for that anyway. With what? With what I earn. The hospital wants it all up front, man. So that is when the administrator at the hospital asks if we're eligible for Medicaid. Oh, God, that's a shock to be in that boat with those people taking a handout. But hey, look, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked anyway, because I make too much money to qualify, man, because, we're in the middle class, man, and Jane and I, we don't fight, not really, but we did get into it over that, because she said I should just work part-time, or worse, I should lie about what I made so that we could meet the income cap. It makes me sick to my stomach, man, but that wouldn't have worked either, because they're looking at your back taxes, and I am the only small business owner in the country who pays them all, So, after the fight, I was sitting there with that application, and I see what it is that we got to do, man. It's me. I'm the reason that she can't get on Medicaid, because they're using your shared income for the cutoff. So if I'm not in the picture, man. So that's when we file for divorce, so she could meet the income cap, man. That's so humiliating, man. And then they make you wait 90 days, man. 90 days! 90 days! That's a lot of fun, fellas. Let me tell you, sitting around knowing that there is something growing inside of your person and you can't do nothing about it, man, because you're just too freaking poor, man. And every day this could be the point of no return. Like maybe this here's the tipping point where it's too late and we shouldn't be here, man, because we paid our share, man. Oh, jeez. Listen, man, I want you to put this down. No, you do. You put this down. You put this down. Jane, she is not like this, man. She's not all upset. She is so positive, man. She is so beautiful. She's trying this diet thing that she read about online, man. She is on a crusade, man, because she's going to beat it with garlic. Garlic and peppers and some kind of special kind of breathing and positive thoughts, man. How's positive thoughts that, man? Yeah, we're living in the most advanced civilization in world history, trying to beat back cancer with a clove of garlic and a bottle of Tabasco sauce, man. Oh, God. I don't want to complain. I don't. I'm so sick of it, man. Because we got to have our time. Yeah. We had our time. That's right. We had 8 months. Doctor says she's in remission, and we left the office and we were holding hands, Man, I don't remember doing that for a long time. It was like when we was kids almost, You know, man, when you're holding on a hand and you feel every little movement, you have a little conversation with your fingers, and we get to the car and we just sit there, and the tears come, and you can taste them on her lips, because it's real kisses, man, deep passionate, all this bottled up stuff, man. Like this gap had built up between us, of all these things that you can't say, man. They slowly take more and more space inside till you can't even find each other. But all that stuff is gone there. It's gone in the car. We just get back home into the bed there. Just looking right into each other's eyes. Everything else is so trivial. Who cares? So next day we just throw some stuff into a bag, we grab some groceries, we toss it all into the car, and we went back to West Virginia, man, back down to our spot. Blackwater Fall. My pockets are stuffed with the last cash from the shop, and we just hold up in this by the road type of motel, man, it's kind of a dump, but no, it's right on the edge of the woods, so it's perfect. And then we just went on these walks, not a hike, man. See, a hike is like you got to get somewhere, but this is just long, easy walks, just talking about things. Like she always loved birds, so she's trying to teach me to recognize their songs and oh, hey, man, hey. Oh, jeez. Right by the edge of the road, there's this waterfall. Man, it's like something out of National Geographic, this emerald colored moss on these slick stones, man. The water clear as the air, and man, it was hot. Yeah, so we stripped down, man. We wade down the stream, and there's a whole little series of these pools and the waterfalls, man. I don't know how else to say it, but it's the most beautiful place. So I was set up on the rock, right, underneath the waterfall, and man, it is freaking freezing, right? The whole freaking stream is just pounding down on my head, man. It's chasing away my thoughts, man. All my problems just whoosh. It's like being high. and I get up from there, man, and she was laughing at me, so I stick her under there, and she gets it too. And in that moment, man, it was like we was both having the exact same experience, right, man? We're just looking around and laughing. And I don't know how else to say it, but it was like we was back in the Garden of Eden. Like it's here. It is here. We just didn't see it. Then I put my mouth on her neck and on her shoulders, and I traced those scars with my lips. And she's trembling, because all those scars that are inside, they're just starting to let go a little bit. And Yeah, anyway, we just hold up like that for a week like that, just walking and talking and, going to that waterfall every day. Just, what am I doing? Yeah, here we are. No. Here I am. Oh, hey, man, you're gonna want to know this. So, on the way back, we stop at that Amish farm, right, man? It's exactly the same as it was on our honeymoon, except that old man's beard's gone gray, and I spent the last of the dough on some pie, right, man? We headed out of there, we just stuffing our faces and laughing about the last time. Remember, we got into that fight, and man, we just driving and laughing. We just having a good old time. And then all of a sudden, the squirrel, right? I see it flip up over the side of the road in the rear view, and Jane, she wants me to go back and see if it's still alive, right? And look, I grew up on a farm. I did.
kind of, so I'm used to animals, But anyway, I pull over, and I go over to it, and that thing, man, it's just broken. So yeah, I go to the car, I get a rag from out the car, and I go over and I pick it up, and it's completely limp, and the little guy, man, he's got a look on his face like I was just out looking for nuts and twigs, man. It's just trying to find a safe place and surprise. And I look over to Jane, and she's looking at me. She knows what I'm thinking, man, and she nods at me. And look, I feel the pain that this little guy is in by the way that he's breathing. So yeah, man, I do. I take it out into the field a little bit. I take it by the neck, and I snap it quick as I can. I get back into the car, and we are driving for a little bit in silence, and then finally she says that I was right to do that, man, that it ain't worth it to be in that kind of pain, man, that I was just being merciful. And then she put her hand on my arm, and she told me to pull over, and she says, would you do the same for me, babe, if I needed you to? Hey, don't even think about that, man. I was yelling at her. It's not coming back. We're going to fight it. We're going to beat it. You just need to be stronger. You just need to be tougher. And she just said, no. I won't go through that again. When the time comes, you are going to help me because you love me that much, don't you? And man, I'm broken. Surprise. And then she slides over and puts her head in my lap to take care of her. And I just drive really slow because everything is so fragile. And then things, they went on like that for 8 months. It was really nice. It was really soft. And it seemed like, I don't know, like she was, oh my God. What am I doing? What am I doing here? You don't give a shit about my sob story, do you? Do you? All right, officer, all right. I'll just give you what you want, sir. Just give you what you want. Hey, man, are you married? You are? Oh, that's real good. Okay, well, I'll make it quick for you so you get home to your family. So Jen gets up one night, she throws up. What's wrong, I say? I thought maybe that it was the flu that I had that was going around, but it's not like that, she said. So next day we go to the doctor, we get the tests. He tells us that the cancer's metastasized. That's just a matter of time. That's what that means. So back in the car, I say, with the chemo and the radiation, we're going to keep it in check 2-3 years, maybe more. Who knows what new technology will come along? And she don't say nothing. She slides over, puts her head on my lap, and then finally she does. She says, you're going to help me, aren't you? And of course, baby, I'm going to help you. I'm here for you. I got you. Whatever you need in this world, I am here for you. I did not know what she meant, man. I thought, God, I swear to God, I didn't know. But she was thinking about it. Oh, my God, that Jesus. Oh, no. No, God, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going to lose. Yeah. So we do. We get back on the whole chemo radiation routine, but it's just downhill. We got on one of those experimental programs over at the university. A long drive, some new drug, scary stuff. Sponsored by Merck, right? Hey, everybody, come on, be a part of the study. We got some free drugs here. But nah. After the first round, she got really bad side effects. you know, like. And I tell that head doctor, man, and he's just like, oh, you don't want to pull out now after the first round. You better see it through to the end. And I see that guy, man. He doesn't care about her, man. He's just worried about his stupid study, man. He doesn't want one of his guinea pigs to mess up the results. So I tell him, you go to hell, man. And we get back on our old doctor. And at this point, man, I'm not even working, man. I just got all of those papers, man, spread out all over the office. The forms, the chemo reports, the magazine articles with the cutting edge procedures, the Medicaid requirements, all of it, all that mountain of crap, man. It's just taped up and stapled up around the shop just to keep it all straight. And I am going to keep it out of my baby's sight. And at this point, man, you know what? It's like I'm going to take care of it, yeah, all by myself, man. To hell with the insurance company and the doctor and the hospitals and those freaking drug companies, man. All these people, man, they're just trying to make some money off of my wife's being sick. And it's like, I'm going to figure it out, yeah? I'm going to take care of it because, man, I will work on it all day, man. I will work on it all night. I will fix 1,000,000 cars, man. I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to rob a freaking bank, man. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it, yeah? All on my own, man. I'm going to do it, yeah, all alone, man, all alone, all alone, all alone, all alone, all alone, all alone, all alone. If I have to, oh man. I hurt myself. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, man. Well, I'll just give you what you want now, sir. So, Jane called me this morning. She tells me, come home. She needs me right now. And her voice is funny, so I jump in the car fast as I can. I open the door, I call her name. I'm up here, she says, and I bound up the stairs, and I see her laying in the bed there, on her back, her arms are folded. She is really peaceful. And then I see that bottle of pills, and she looks over at me and she says, I wanted you to be here with me, but she's already drifting. Please just come over here and hold me while I go to sleep. Oh, no, baby, please don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, get up. I go over, I shake her. Come on, go for a walk with me. And I go to the phone and I call 911 and they're sending an ambulance, but the nearest one, it's a half hour away. So I'm behind her. I'm trying to sit her up and open her mouth and do the Heimlich or something, but she's just begging me to stop, man. She just wants me to help her, man. She just wants me to be with her, man. I don't know how to do that, man. So that's when I see those rashes on her arm, and they come up on her neck and on her face, and I go into the bathroom there, and I see those those bottles all over the counter. You know, she just wanted to make sure. And then I see that bottle of amoxicillin, man, left over from the flu that I had. It was on my shelf. I wonder what it was. It was like penicillin, but she just must have forgotten, started to grab everything. And I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. So that is when the convulsions started, and she's seizing up all over, and she grabs hold of me. It is not what she expected, man. She just wanted to drift off, and then she turns around, and oh my God, my girl, she is so scared, man. She is so scared, and she's shaking, and then she starts heaving, man. She's like sucking in her breath, just trying to get some air, and then her neck is swelling, and her face is turning yellow, and I'm trying to open her mouth, man, but she was thrashing around, and then her tongue is swelling, man, and she cannot breathe, and she was grabbing me, man. She was squeezing me, and she's going, man, and I noticed she wanted me to help her. So yes, I was behind her, and her head was in my lap, and I cradled that precious, beautiful head as gently as I can, and I put my arm underneath her neck, and I helped her out. I helped her. Oh. So we just lay there like that for a little bit. After a while, I reached over for that bottle, but she thought of that, man. She don't want me to have any because she's still taking care of me, man. She wants me to go on without her. Somehow. Anyway, that's when the medic come, and I knocked him out, but his buddy must have called you guys. But they did. They let me hold her till you come. Oh, you see, man, you get it, right, man? You do. You understand. I'm not guilty, man. Oh, you feel sorry for me, don't you? But don't you dare. Don't you dare feel sorry for me, man. That is not it. That's not. I'm so full of it, man. I'm so full of it. That is not it. No, you want my confession, right? No, you here for my confession, man. No, you're taking me. You take my confession, all right? All right, here it is, man. Yeah, here's my confession. See, man, most people are gonna do anything because we want to live forever, right? And we want the people we love, man. We want them to live forever. But that's just wishful thinking, man. But it's not too much to ask that when you're dying, you don't need to worry about starving, man. You don't need to worry about being put out into the street. And worst of all, man, you don't need to worry about bringing the people that you love the most down with you, man. And that is what she was thinking, man. That's why she did it, because she thought, man, that she was bringing me down, man. She thought that she had ruined my life, man, because, man, we lost everything. And you know what? She was right. She was right. She was right. Because I did feel that way. I did feel that way. Sometimes. Now I just wish that she was here, man. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't take better care of you. You sleep in peace, sweetheart. Hey, officer, look, I'm sorry about dumping all this on you. I just wanted to get that whole story out there, you know, because I think that something like this might happen to anybody. Hey, officer, are they gonna let me out of here long enough so I can go bury my wife?
We run on fumes, we don't eat much. A little smile is just a touch. We run all day and through the night. A couple wings will get us right. There is a source that doesn't sleep.